Minnesota is in the middle of the heartland, and farming is a big part of what we do.
It sure is. So what happens when you combine agriculture with an Airbnb? That's what you get right there.
That's what you get.
That's what you get. We'll explain, or John Lauritsen actually will explain what that is and take us to a one-of-a-kind stay in Douglas County.
We're loving being here in Alexandria. It's called God's country.
It's also known as lake country and, of course, farm country. The evidence can be found on homesteads across Douglas County.
There's so many fun things to do, and the countryside is so beautiful.
Adding to that picturesque countryside is a farm-grown concept so unusual, even farmers do a double take.
I grew up building forts in the woods. That was like my funnest thing to do. I should have been an architect.
In a sense, Ann Larson became one. A few years back, she and her husband Dave came across the idea to transform old grain bins into getaway destinations.
We just decided we had to try something special like that. These 4 bins came from Ann's aunt's place close to their homesteaded farm about 15 miles from here.
This is the place.
They're about 90 years old. The Larsons were able to create 8 cozy rooms out of those 4 bins.
So these used to be filled with grain, and now you fill them with people.
Right, yeah, cozy. I love these spaces so much.
Daughter-in-law Tessa Larson has become an expert on this cylindrical concept.
And then our lower level rooms are sheetrocked. They're kind of like a light bluish gray, and then they have like old doors as headboards.
Like the bins themselves, much of what you see is repurposed with modern amenities, a country feel in a country setting. But it doesn't seem like you're inside a building once used for farming.
And this is the suite.
This is it.
This is nice. So you have a sunset view and a lake view.
Right.
Of Little Charlie.
This is the best spot. Yeah, lots of people are like, my husband's a farmer. He's going to get such a kick out of this.
And who says geometry classes don't pay off down the road?
Mm-hmm.
The builders had their work cut out for them. They're used to working with square floor plans, not this. It forced them to cultivate new ideas.
It was really fun to watch them work on it. There were times when they kind of cursed us, and there were times when they said, this is really fun.
In the summer, the venue known as Gathered Oaks typically houses wedding parties, with ceremonies taking place by Little Charlie Lake. An old repurposed barn is used for receptions. When there isn't a wedding, guests come from all over for a mini vacation.
Originally, I thought it was going to be cold, you know, grain bin, just a piece of metal, but they're really comfortable, clean, really nice rooms, so here we are.
Guests Michelle Venter and Ronald Grobler are originally from South Africa. When they send pictures back home, friends and family can't believe it.
What are those?
The grain bins.
Grain bins.
And
But we're staying in them. We didn't fall in them. We're not stuck. We're enjoying it.
That's the best guest review the Larsons can receive.
And we're loving it. It's so beautiful. The weather's great. There's so much to do. The people are awesome. It's just a fun place to be.
In Alexandria, John Lauritsen, WCCO 4 News.
And actually, if you're wondering, we did look up whether they're open or not.
Yeah.
And in the winter, they do have some openings. So if you would like to stay there. In the summer, though, I think for a whole weekend, it was much more spotty.
Sure.
On whether they're reserved or not.
Well, it's such a neat, unique place, you know, what an experience. And I think that's why people go to Airbnbs, too.
It's something different. Yeah, it's something different than the... what was I going to say? The regular hotels and stuff like that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, but you can stay in them wherever you go. Where can you stay in one of those things?
Right.
It's so cool. It's the neatest concept.
And I love searching out things like that too. It's, Alexandria.
And they have obviously lakes. There's lakes all around it.
Yeah,
they have, so you can
area.
do some snowmobiling or fishing, ice fishing in the winter. And then let's not forget Carlos Creek.
Winery.
The winery, yep. So there's always something to do there. I think it's just such a cool thing. I love it when they showcase these little, just like couple that did it just decided, hey, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah, we have this dream. We have this space.
Let's make it a reality.
Yeah.
And they did.
She loved building, what was it, tree houses?
Yes, tree
or
houses.
Forts or something, yeah.
And
you know, it reminds me of like that Netflix. There's a whole thing about, I don't know if it's extraordinary homes or, it's like these getaways.
Yes.
And there's like an igloo, there's tree houses,
Yep.
so.
Just fun
Sign me up,
stuff
I would do
that's
that.
different. Oh, and I actually think we looked at the price. I think it was like $150 to $180 a night.
Oh, okay.
For like the
So-
1-bedroom suite, which honestly, a hotel is just about that much anyway.
Right.
So, yeah, right on par.
Might as well.
Anyway, well, coming up here on today's show, we're going to have your daily dose of motivation.